from regulatory issues to problems acquiring municipal permits to stiff opposition from environmental activists, the Trans Mountain Pipeline expansion project has had its fair share of obstacles, and now, an Alberta couple says the company behind the project is throwing obstacles in its way as well. "We just want to make sure that we're not being taken advantage of by a large company, and so far it feels like we've been kind of bulldozed," Carly Morin, a landowner near Hinton, Alberta, told Global News on Thursday. Read more. Trans Mountain Pipeline doesn't have to follow Burnaby, BC. Bylaw sections, can start work, Neb. This past year, Morin and her husband bought a road maintenance business in Hinton as well as a piece of property near the town. Kinder Morgan's Trans Mountain Pipeline runs right through the property, and the company plans to run the expansion line right next to it. It's also applied for an 18-meter wide variance along with addition space for construction storage. According to Morin, Kinder Morgan's plans mean her and her husband may not be able to build a shop for their business where they planned. "We spent most of what we had on the company and the house, and without overextending ourselves too much, we would be able to build a shop on this property as well," Morin said of her business plans. "It's a nice easy access for the shop. We'd hope they'd be a little more accommodating as far as shortening up their right-of-way, possibly building around the shop. The route we are proposing through this property is within the approved pipeline corridor, and we believe it is the best option and the least intrusive to the land," Kinder Morgan said in an emailed statement provided to Global News on Thursday. Morin has brought her concerns to the National Energy Board, telling them Kinder Morgan failed to properly notify her and her husband of their plans, an accusation Kinder Morgan denies. Trans Mountain has been in discussion with the landowners of the property for the past 5 years, the company said. "The current landowners purchased the property earlier this year, and we understand their concerns. We have been communicating with them about the pipeline route since we first found out they purchased the land to identify and address their needs. We are prepared to work with them to ensure both the new pipeline and the landowner's shop can be constructed on the property. We're trying to come up with a solution," Morin said, adding she and her husband aren't opposed to the Trans Mountain project in and of itself, they merely don't want it to conflict with their own plans. Trans Mountain told Global News it has been working diligently with each landowner along the route to reach solutions on a case-by-case basis. Regarding this property, Trans Mountain and the landowner have communicated their position to the National Energy Board during the route hearing that took place in November, and we are awaiting the board's decision. Read more. Alberta landowners near Edmonton raise concerns around Trans Mountain expansion. Watch below. On December